Good morning. I want to let you know you're not alone in struggling right now. I think I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit for a couple weeks. Okay. Uh 2 weeks ago, I ended up smoking a ton of weed. A lot of weed. I'm glad I can say that legally now. I went through it and I forgot like who I was. I was just like, to be honest, it wasn't that much of a quantity, but I'm very sensitive to this stuff. And I stopped it. I flushed it down the toilet. I was like, Jesus Christ, like I can't have this around me, and I'm at home all day. Like I was like losing my mind. And then the following week, I got myself back together, sort of, but then I ended up drinking a ton of coffee. And that, in a way, even though it's not psychedelic, was like, it's like speed almost. So you're like, and you're just like tunnel visioning on stuff. I decided to try a few things. I decided to make a Twitch channel. For people that don't know, Twitch is an online streaming platform, mostly for video games, but you can do a lot of other things on it. And I got a camera and I started streaming. And in the project, nobody came to see my stream, and I felt really bad. And I'm like, oh my god, like, what am I doing? At the same time, do I really want to play video games and have to respond to a chat at the same time? And I'm like, And I had this feeling like so many of this stuff I'm doing right now, the thing that it's lacking is my capacity to give something to someone else. Like if I sit at home and play a video game without streaming it, then there's no opportunity for someone to engage and enjoy the video game with me. That was it's a weird feeling, but it's because I feel guilty indulging myself right now. I feel guilty indulging myself because I feel as a 35-year-old man that I have not earned the right to indulge myself. So it feels really weird right now. It feels really weird. And I think that's a normal feeling. I feel like I would be surprised if other people have not experienced the same conundrum. Essentially, one of the biggest risks when it comes to isolation, I think, is the lack of an opportunity to first not be validated by other people, but even more importantly, to not have the opportunity to give to other people, to not have the opportunity to share experiences with other people. It's hard. And there is a little bit of a slackening, of a letting go that can easily occur. And so, in a non-judgmental way, in a way that we can appreciate the moment, I think it's terribly important to not give up. Don't give up. Don't say to yourself, I don't care if I get fat. Don't say to yourself, I don't care if I smoke weed all day. Don't say to yourself, I don't care if I don't exercise or I sleep in all day. Because if you sustain that, that will become who you are. And that's not a judgment. That's not intended to be a judgment. It's totally fair and reasonable and understandable to be like that in these times. But the risk is that it's can become a pattern. And then when this is over, because believe it or not, this will be over, you want to be able physically, emotionally, mentally to do the things you love, whatever you're not capable of doing right now. And so you deserve to be the person you want to be. You deserve to be the person you want to be. And at the same time, I have a separate message that if you let yourself slack, If, let's say, you gained 5 pounds. If, let's say, you ended up smoking tons of weed and forgetting who you are. If, let's say, you ended up, I don't know, masturbating furiously for a week straight. Whatever. That's okay. Okay? It's okay. In fact, you should love yourself for giving yourself the freedom to do it. And you should love yourself and appreciate yourself because it's the only way you can still have a reasonable way to find value in who you are. Because if you lose value in yourself, that is the biggest risk. And that's where you're going to find that it's going to be hard to come back. So this is not a call to arms in order to tighten up or to get stressed about what you're doing with your day. That's the opposite of what this is. This is about accepting what's happened, what's happening, who you are, and at the same time, being the person you want to be. And I know it's hard. It's like we're in a vacuum, right? For some of us, we live totally alone. Like me. Well, I have 2 cats. For others, they're swamped with work. They don't have a second for themselves. They're busy with kids. They're busy with an online job. And whatever your situation is, know that you're not alone in finding it challenging. We're in this together. We can choose to be in this together. And I just want to say that because you're a human being, you deserve all the love and appreciation in the world. I appreciate you. And you can do this. And you will. Keep having faith in yourself and don't give up. Have a great morning and continue the fight. And another thing, if you like this content, then don't forget to subscribe, because that's the only way my YouTube channel could possibly ever grow. Technically speaking, that's factually accurate according to the algorithms of Google. So subscribe the video. And I'm going to be having a Twitch stream if you're at all interested in video games or just chatting with me. I'm going to have a Twitch stream going, twitch.tv/Jonathan Clear. It's going to be under the description of the video. Saturdays and Sundays at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesdays and Thursdays, that's tomorrow, and Thursdays the day after, at 3 to 6 p.m. Okay? And last but not least, I will bid you adieu with my cat, Hummus. Mwah. Good day, everybody.